How are you? I hope all of you are safe in your homes. Now in the previous video we have studied about the types of solids, that is crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Now in this video we will study about the types of crystalline solids. So today's topic is classification of crystalline solids. Crystalline solids, they are of four types classified on the basis of their intermolecular force of attraction. Now these four solids are, first is ionic solid, second is metallic solid, third is covalent, also called as network solid, and fourth one is called as molecular solid. Ionic solid, metallic solid, covalent solid and molecular solid. We will study each of these solids one by one. So we start our discussion with the ionic solid. Ionic solids, the constituent particles they are cations and anions, negative ion and positive ion. Anions, negative ion, cations, positive ion. Now they are held together by electrostatic or Coulombic force of attraction. Now the properties, they have high melting point, they are hard and brittle. Brittle means they breaks upon applying the force, they do not bend. They are poor conductors of electricity, but they becomes good conductor in molten state and in aqueous solution. So particles are cations or anions held together by electrostatic force of attraction, high melting point, they are hard and brittle, they are poor conductor of electricity but becomes good conductor in molten state and in the aqueous solution. Some of the examples: ionic compounds, all ionic compounds like potassium chloride, sodium chloride, barium chloride, etc., all are ionic solids. So this is the first type of crystalline solid. Next type of crystalline solid is the metallic solid. So second type is metallic solids. Now in the metallic solids, constituent particles are metal ions, also covered as kernels, which are immersed in the matrix of mobile electrons. So there is a metal ion, positive ion, which are immersed in the sea of electrons. These electrons are donated by these metal ions and they are free to move throughout the crystal. So the binding energy, they are held together by metallic bond. Metallic bond, the force of attraction between these electrons and the metal ions, that keeps the metal in their fixed position, and that force is called as metallic bond. Now, due to the presence of these mobile electrons, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals have high melting point. All the metals, they have high melting point, they have high tensile strength. They can take a lot of load on them. Now they show all the typical metallic properties like malleability, ductility, etc. Now some examples of metallic solids are the common metals: copper, silver, iron, gold, and some alloys like brass, bronze, etc. So this is the metallic solids, good conductor of heat and electricity, high melting point, high tensile strength, and they show typical metallic properties like malleability, ductility. Now the third type of crystalline solid is a covalent solid. Also called as network solid. In the covalent solid, the constituent particles are atoms. They are held together by covalent bonds. They are held together by covalent bonds. Now the crystals are very strong. They have very high melting point. In fact, they decompose before melting, because when the covalent bonds are broken, they decompose before melting. So if you want to melt the diamond is an example of covalent solid, you can't get the molten diamond, you will get the carbon. In the entire crystal is a single macro molecule. Entire crystal is a single macro molecule. They are poor conductors or bad conductors of electricity. The examples are diamond, graphite, silica, quartz, etc. Now here the exception is that the graphite is a network solid, but it is a good conductor of electricity. In fact, graphite is the only non-metal which is good conductor of electricity. Now the fourth type of crystalline solid is molecular solid. Now in the molecular solid, constituent particles are molecules except noble gases. In case of noble gases, the particles are atoms are the molecules. Now they are held together by dispersion forces, they can be held together by dipole forces, or they can be held together by hydrogen bonds. So depending upon the interparticle forces in the molecular solid, they are further of three types. The first type is non-polar molecular solids. Non-polar molecular solid, here the constituent particles are atoms of noble gases, like neon, argon, or non-polar molecules like CO2, I2, CH4, etc. Now they are low melting point, they have low melting point, and they are poor conductors of electricity. Some examples are dry ice is an example of non-polar molecular solid, that is solids carbon dioxide. Iodine is an example, CCl4, etc. These are the examples of non-polar molecular solids. Second type of molecular solid is polar molecular solids. Now in the polar molecular solids, the constituent particles are molecules having permanent dipoles. Now they are held together by dipole forces. They are held together by dipole forces. They have also low melting point, but their melting point is higher than the melting point of non-polar molecular solid. They are also poor conductors of electricity. Examples are HCl is an example of polar molecular solid, NO2, SO2, etc. These are the examples of non-polar molecular solids. Third type of molecular solid is hydrogen bonded, H bonded molecular solids, hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Now in this, the constituent particles are molecules having highly electronegative atoms like nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, along with hydrogen. Now, as the name indicates, these particles are held together by hydrogen bond, intermolecular hydrogen bond. The melting point, they have low melting point, but melting point is higher than the polar and non-polar molecular solids. They are also poor conductors of electricity. Examples are ice. You have HF, hydrogen fluoride, NH3. These are some examples of hydrogen bonded molecular solid. So this is about the types of crystalline solids we have studied. 4 types: ionic, metallic, network or covalent, and 4th type is molecular. The molecular solid is further of 3 types: polar, non-polar, and hydrogen bonded. Now these are some examples. This is a common salt. This is iron nails. This is sugar, and this is silica. So these are 4 types of common crystalline solids. Common salt is of which type? It is a ionic solid. Iron nails, metallic. Silica is a covalent solid, and sugar is of which type? It is a molecular solid. So this is the types of crystalline solid. We will continue in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.